Hey everybody, Josh Nolly's Outdoors here. I'm sure most of you folks are gearing up for archery season, if not in the midst of archery season right now, but I just want to show you what type of technology is available for your crossbow from ATN. On this particular setup, I'm running an ATN X-Sight 2 3X on a Raven R20 sniper crossbow, and I'm using it with the ATN Laser Ballistics 1500 rangefinder. Now, this rangefinder Bluetooths with this scope and moves the point of impact instantaneously for the yardage and load that you're shooting. So, say a deer's 55 yards. I'll range, crosshairs in the scope move for that yardage, and all I do is squeeze the trigger. Now, that's one less movement that you have to do as a hunter, and definitely could increase your chances for taking that deer, hog, or whatever else you're shooting. I've used this setup from 10 yards out to 105 yards, hitting exactly where I want to aim. It's pretty cool technology, no doubt about it. But this particular Raven model comes with the jack plate, and basically if you had a regular rangefinder, you could, dial it up, but that's another movement that you have to do as a hunter. So this type of technology from ATN is a bit quicker, and it's very, very effective. So I'm going to show you basically how that works. I'm going to shoot a clip through the scope, shooting from 21 yards out to 105 yards, and then I'm going to break it down in this video and take you through the process of how exactly to set your scope up for your crossbow. So you guys stay tuned, this is going to be pretty cool. Alright, so I got two targets out here. One's at 28 yards, the other one's at 105 yards, and I'll be videoing the shots through the ATN X-Sight 2. It has a slot for a micro SD card, and you can go back to the scope's gallery and replay the video you've just taken, and this is a game changer for hunting. The ability to go back and look after you've just shot a deer is crucial information for any hunter. Say you got a little kid along and they just shoot at a deer and you have no idea where they hit, you can go right back in the scope's gallery and say, it was a good shot, let's get to tracking. So also you'll be able to see the crosshairs and the scope move more so on the 105 yard target for the particular arrow weight and velocity that I'm shooting. And this can also be applied to rifles, subsonic shooting, real slow bullets. It's just an awesome combination for all around. And let's go ahead and range target. In the upper left part of the screen, you'll see it's set for 52 yards. So I'll go ahead and range it. 28 yards. Go ahead and take the shot. All right. We drilled that dot. And the awesome thing about these Raven crossbows is they have an internal cocking mechanism, and you can get another shot off very quickly. Alright, I'm shooting the Rage practice broadheads, 125 grain extremes. Alright, now let's range the 105 yard target. Alright, crosshairs moved. Let's go ahead and make the shot. Gotta make sure my bubble level is perfect on this one. And it knocked the dot out of the center of that target. Awesome, awesome shot. Cool. So you can see how this type of technology can be useful for any hunter. And I'm gonna show you in the next clip how to actually set this up.
Alright, so say you got your ATN Optics and your laser ballistics rangefinder and you're looking to set up your crossbow like I did mine. Well, here's a couple tips to hopefully get you on your way as fast as possible. This is a view through the ATN Optics. Let's go ahead and hit the center button. Go left to System Settings, hit Enter. Now go right to Profile 0, go down to Current, hit Enter. This is going to bring up all your 0 options. Now go down to Drag Function to G1, leave it at G1. Ballistics Coefficient, I found this with my arrow to come out to be 0.08. Go ahead and plug that in. Bullet weight or arrow weight, this is found by taking your arrow with the broadhead on, putting it on a scale, and see what it weighs in grains, and plug that in. Muzzle velocity or arrow velocity, I found this to be 425 with my particular setup, but if you don't have a chronograph, I would go to the manufacturer's speed rating for your crossbow and go ahead and plug that in for now. 0 range, this is going to be the range that you zero your crossbow in. So I would go ahead and set that at 20 yards. Sight height, this is measured by the center of your optic to the center of your bowstring. Now, go to zero reticle. Now this is very important when you zero your crossbow in at 20 yards. So make sure that you take your target out and range it with your laser ballistics rangefinder and confirm it is 20 yards. So you don't want to see arrow hitting high or a little bit low. You want to make sure that this setting is dead on at 20 yards. Now go out, save and exit once you have it zeroed. Now you want to step it back to 50 yards and shoot your crossbow. Say you hit 6 inches high at 50 yards. You're going to want to go down to muzzle velocity and increase your velocity in 5 to 10 feet per second. Vice versa, if it hit low, decrease 5 to 10 feet per second. Go back out, shoot it at 50 yards. Again, your feet per second in 1 to 2 feet per second increments, and till that arrow is hitting dead on at 50 yards. So once you have that set at 50 yards, when you've adjusted your muzzle velocity correctly, you should be dead on from 50 yards and in and 50 yards and out, because you've now matched the trajectory for your arrow.